we are commemorating World AIDS Day today. We are raising awareness and letting people know why it is important to get tested. I did a test a short while ago, and just after the 7 o'clock news, I'll talk a little bit more about that. I'll let you know how things went. I'm not too worried, not too concerned, but you never know, eh? You never know. All right, so for the last 2 days, we've been talking about human rights, different aspects of human rights, and today we want to talk about the LGBTQI community, some of the issues they would face, and human rights. I have with me Mr. Brian Blackman and Ms. Asante Brathwaite, who are both students of the Hugh Wooding Law School. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
So, we are going to talk LGBTQI issues and human rights. So this is looking at some of the issues that would be affecting the LGBTQI community. Yes. And we've been seeing a lot coming up into the public domain in recent time, especially with the latest court ruling.
Yes, in the Jason Jones case. So what happened in that case was that Justice Devinder Ramprasad, he ruled that Section 13 of the Sexual Offences Act was void, in the sense that what it stated was that the offence of buggery between males and non-consenting males was, he ruled that it was unconstitutional. So I think that that's a step in the right direction. However, this ruling is still subject to the appeal by the state. So that is something we have to watch.
But when they say that it is unconstitutional, the judge said that it was unconstitutional, what does that mean? Does it mean that it is okay for people to engage in those acts?
Okay, but basically when he said unconstitutional, when you look at the Trinidad Constitution, Section 4 and 5, those are where citizens have their rights. And within Section 4 itself, it indicated the right of the individual to privacy of their home and the right for protection of the law. So the case was mostly surrounded that individual being secure the dignity or having the right to, engage in activities in his private home, and that the law should not, encroach in a person's private residence.
So with that ruling, and using that as the general example, do you think now that their rights are being given, more rights are being given to them?
But basically, LGBT homosexuality is a sensitive issue. It really is a sensitive issue. But we have to remember that these individuals are persons as well, and they have rights, just like everyone else have rights. So they're trying to, they're enforcing that right. They're telling society, well, you need to recognize that we have rights, and we have a voice, and a voice that should be heard.
And so you as young attorneys would be advocating for more rights for the LGBTQIA community?
Yes, so we're part of the Human Rights Law Clinic, and their main mission is to advocate and raise awareness of human rights issues. And our main project focuses on LGBT issues, and that is what we're advocating for, and that's why we're here today.
And so when you advocate for it, what exactly are you looking for at the end?
Well, we're looking to, our specific project gear is centered around children. So we plan to do an activity booklet where we educate children on LGBT issues. Now, I know that may sound contentious,
because a lot of parents may not want to
absolutely
involve
agree
their children in that discussion.
Correct, and when we discussed this with most of our peers, they raised their eyes and they were like, really? So for us, even though it is a sensitive issue, because while their parents may not allow, or they may hide their children away from this issue, they're exposed to it on social media, and so we want to educate our children on this topic.
And as you said, controversial. A lot of older people still don't understand that they are humans too, and they probably have rights.
Yes, and as Brian, my colleague, indicated, the booklet is about awareness. We're trying to get our young people involved in the fight against discrimination.
But how do you get the young people involved if the old people are, or maybe prohibiting them from actually doing that? Because you need to get the older people involved as well.
Yes, and well, they have groups out there, Silver Lining and Kaiso as well. They're on the ground. Jeremy, they're doing work as well with the older generation. But as I say, if we can target the younger generation as well, building that awareness to appreciate and respect each other's decision, despite it may differ from your decision, we're bringing that awareness of respect, having respect for individuals.
Yeah. And when you start that campaign to educate young people, I'm sure that I'll have you all on to talk about it and see where that is going, because it is a controversial thing. Thank you very much, Brian Blackman and Asante Brathwaite, for both coming in this morning and talking to us about LGBTQI issues and human rights. It was a pleasure, and yes, we'll be working together in the near future as we continue to educate and inform the population.